Congratulations, graduates. We've come so far. Sacrificing and working endlessly to pass our classes, keeping up with extracurriculars, and sometimes even balancing a job is never easy. Wanting to be successful and working hard comes with responsibilities. The sacrifices and hard work have paid off. But this is not the end. There is so much more ahead. Heroism does not come easy. The sacrifices a person makes changes them forever, and that is why making sacrifices contributes to heroism, whether it's big or small. All the sacrifices it took to get to this point contributes to heroism. Sacrifices make success, which pushes us towards heroism and the understanding of hard work, which leads us to grow to our fullest potential. Sacrifice is not an easy thing. That is why there are so many things that contribute to it. And one of those things being leadership. Becoming a leader isn't easy. You have to develop the trust and respect of your followers and be strong enough and vulnerable enough for them to follow and listen and act in your favor. A quote from the New Psychology of Leaders says, "No fixed set of personality traits can assure good leadership because the most desirable traits depend on the nature of the group being led. Leaders can even select the traits they want to project to followers." This shows that it doesn't even take a certain quality trait to become a leader. Being a leader means listening to your peers and gaining insight from them to provide and use for proper guidance. Another quote from them says, Elizabeth uses both bravery and leadership qualities of heroism to lead her troops to battle. One of her quotes says, "I come amongst you all at this time, not for my recreation sport, but for being resolved in the midst of the heart of this battle, to live or die amongst you all, to lay down for my God, and for my kingdom, and for my people, my honor and my blood, even the dust." She is willing to lay down her life for the better of her kingdom, to sacrifice herself in order for her kingdom to be safe. This quote is showing that her ability to lead and the bravery that is on display is showing through not only to her truth, but to the kingdom as a whole. Another quote from her says, "With the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart of a king and of a king of England too. You don't have to be big or strong to be a hero. A hero constitutes sacrifice, and that is what Queen Elizabeth is doing. She's willing to lay down her life for the better of her kingdom, which shows leadership, bravery, and sacrifice. This is one of the many things that makes you a hero." The display of Queen Elizabeth's leadership, bravery, and sacrifice shows that she's not only a hero, but her troops are as well. They are all sacrificing something and laying down their life on the line for something greater than themselves. Heroism doesn't always involve a big contribution to something or someone. It doesn't take a big battle or saving a lot of lives to become a hero. The true meaning of a hero is the sacrifice it took to get there and the growth that will come from that sacrifice. A quote says, "This is because we rely not only on secret weapons, but our own real courage and loyalty." In the Pericles' funeral oration, they know that their strength can rely on each other and the trust that their loyalty and courage will guide them. This shows that being heroic doesn't always involve violence and war, but it can also just be sacrifice or letting go and trusting yourself and others. From them says, "Others are brave out of ignorance, and when they stop to think, they begin to fear. But the man who can most truly be accounted brave is who he best knows the meaning of what is sweet in life and what is terrible, and then goes and understands to meet with what he is to come." Being truly brave takes sacrifices, and once you are able to know the true meaning of bravery, heroism will come easy. A lot can contribute to heroism, but growth as a person contributes more than people think. Growing to your fullest potential and understanding what actual bravery and sacrifice is will push you towards more heroism. But not everyone thinks this way. Others think that the path to heroism is only through achievements and winning. A quote says, "For as long as his hands could hold a sword and a shield he swung, the bravely steeling his boast that battle would find him fighting beside his chief." You don't have to sacrifice anything to achieve heroism. You just have to be a fighter and become strong enough to have control and power over your opponents. Another quote says, "He shoved his spear through the guts of a proud Dane who'd wounded him. Wise in war's tricks, he stabbed his javelin deep in the dangerous Viking's neck." Being a hero only means winning and saving yourself from defeat from another person, protecting yourself and making sure your side is winning. It doesn't take much to be a hero. You just have to be strong and willing to fight to save yourself and others on your side. A hero is someone who wins and defeats their opponents and makes sure that their side is on top. But this is not the case. Being a hero is not all about how much you can win or who you're defeating. A quote says, I had either submit to a system which considered have done an irreparable harm to my country, or incur the risk of a mad fury of my people bursting forth when they had understood the truth from my lips. Sacrifice is one of the main paths to success. Giving up being violent and not fighting back shows more strength than actual fighting. Giving up something completely that affects you contributes more to heroism than anything. It shows courage and a better understanding of what heroism actually is. Heroism involves a lot, and one of the many things that contribute to it is sacrifice. You have to be willing to give up and contribute something that's bigger than yourself to become a hero. Leadership, bravery, and growth all contribute, and all of these things require a different type of sacrifice. Sacrifices make success, which allows room to grow and become heroic. Heroism involves different types of sacrifice, and each are equally important for the journey to become heroic. Heroism doesn't come easy, but with sacrifice and all these things come with it will lead you to the path to grow to your fullest potential. Heroism can come in many different ways. There are so many ways to become a hero, but with all these requires some sort of sacrifice to get to that point. Leadership, growth, and bravery also contribute under sacrifice. All these things are important and carry a different meaning to what it truly means to be a hero.